Hi, everybody. Say it's Neil Johnston, and I am going to be working on these today. These really intense, they're kind of moody right now. These dark paintings. I have previously put on a blue masking here in the center, and then sort of splashed and dribbled on some kind of a Van Dyke brown mixture of acrylic paint and made a whole bunch of ridges and then hit it with a glaze, like this sort of a light glaze. And what I'm going to do today is peel off this center circle and see what it looks like. Now I've got 4 of these, and let's see what it does. I'm just going to kind of get in here and do this. So I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife and carefully cut. So if I peeled this right off, it would probably peel the lumps, the drips off. And so I'm just going to kind of come around here and follow with my X-Acto knife the edge of this template, which I can just kind of see. It made a little bit of a ridge. It's just thin vinyl is what the template is. It's a sort of like a frisket vinyl. It's a type of a masking material. It's blue. I kind of like looking at the blue. It really started to grow on me, just that blue vinyl that was in there. Something about that color blue. Maybe I'll add it in the future in some areas on here. So these paintings are multiple layers of resin and paint, and every layer I'm kind of reacting to the layer that came before. And here we go. You got it. And so they get built up, and they're getting to be pretty thick here. It's probably 10 layers of poured resin and paint. And I think I'm going to try to peel up a corner of this. Let's see what happens. So I'm using my X-Acto knife to get underneath this vinyl. And because I went around with it on the edges, it probably, oh yeah, it's going to come up. Oh, this is going to be nice. Got to keep my knife handy just in case I didn't get all the way through some of the thick parts. I don't want it to tear up the thick globs, you know? Okay. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yowza. This is so cool. Now this takes a little bit of effort to pull off because it's an adhesive vinyl. And it's pretty tough stuff. And I'm just going to kind of try to clean up these edges a little bit as I go with my knife in case the paint tears a little bit. Boy, I love this, what I'm seeing so far. Check that out. You can see the back of this transparent vinyl. This looks really cool. Maybe I'll have to use it for something else. It is, wow, I got to keep that to collage. Okay. So, grab here and pull. And I am peeling this circle off. And, wow, this is so every time I'm working on these paintings, especially this series, look at that, see? Wow, that's cool. It came right off. Really like that. Every time that I am working on this series, I'm thinking about portals and sort of the idea of looking through things. Like our eyes are kind of portals, aren't they? They're sort of like our brain, the way our brain looks out into the world, and sort of it's a type of portal. I think, you know, like our ears are sonic portals. Our eyes are light portals. And wow, I like how, look at that. Wowza. Now those other layers, you can see they're kind of back. Oh boy, it's hard to see with all these lights on. They have a 3-dimensional quality because the trees are above the layer in the back, which is above another layer. And so it looks kind of like, well, it's some real space in there. So there's some illusion of space and real space. And now with this blue, which really pushes back. It kind of makes this look like it's hovering in front of the blue. That space shift is interesting. The blue's on the surface. It's actually the closest thing to me, but it looks like this. Wow, this is really getting me to think of some new things. I wonder if, well, I'm not sure. I don't want to ruin it right now. Wow, I'm just taking it in. This is pretty cool. Now, the piece that I took out was this one. And I think it's interesting. I think that, look at that. It has, I don't know. I think I have to think about a way to use this piece. It's super adhesive. So I have to be careful where I stick it so it doesn't pull something up. But it turns out that I have 3 of these now. Look at that. Here's one from another one. And then one here from a different one. Here's another one. So these things, I think this is starting to, I wonder if I can make paintings on vinyl like that. Well, obviously I can. And then stick them to things. Oh my gosh, I think I'm having another idea. This is crazy. And they would be like holes on things. And they could peel off, and I think I just stumbled across another art form. I thought this was just going to be, you know, like just throw it away. In fact, the first one I destroyed when I took it off because it was so difficult. And so I only have 3 of these. But, wow, is that interesting. Hope you found that interesting, too. Anyway, portals. We'll see what happens next.